So there's this argument that is always constantly popping around whenever football discussions are being brought up. Oh, if he was in this area, he could have done this or this and this and this. Or if he was in this area, he couldn't have achieved that or that or that and that and that and that. Yeah, that's true, and that's true to a certain point, but I'll not always agree. There are different eras, or they are called eras for a reason, right? There are different timelines, there are different events that happen in those eras. That is what makes those eras of football memorable. I mean, you can make you can make an argument and say that the fact that there are more games now means that players can actually score more goals and make more assists, create more chances in terms of record and start pattern. More games will give them that. So when conversations are being brought up like, oh, Jude Bellingham has more goals and assists than Zidane in a particular season or whatever it is, and people delusionally stick because they are fact-based people who don't watch football would like see those stats of Jude and be like, oh, Jude is actually a better player than Zidane at his age. And like, what? So the argument of different eras, I was arguing a debate with my bros, right? And we were comparing Pep and Sir Alex Ferguson, and obviously football is not always football opinions are always subjective. Like we could support the same club, support the same players, but have different views and opinions about those things or those clubs or those players that we support, right? And me, I've always been of the notion that Saf is the greatest manager that there is. I only watch football and I only watch English Premier League, and occasionally when I watch El Clasico matches, when I watch Champions League. I don't watch Paris in Ligue 1. I don't watch Serie A like that. Only when I want to hype up Ademola Lookman, and that's when I go to watch some of Atalanta games. But primarily, I'm an English Premier League lover. I support Arsenal Football Club. If you don't know that now, but I support Arsenal Football Club. So I said, Saf is the greatest manager that there is, or greatest manager ever. And people are be of the notion that Pep is the better manager, that if you compare his start and this and this and this and this and that, I'm like, okay. Then they just went to the angle that usually pisses me off in football discussion, the era discussion. And they're like, oh, if Sir Alex Ferguson was in this area, he couldn't have accomplished over 9 league titles, 2 Champions Leagues, how many FA Cups I don't remember, but his achievement, his catalogue is just right up there. But casual football fans will, because they want to like downplay his effort because he managed in different era compared to what they're used to, they say Pep is a better manager than Saf. I mean, it's not set in stone. Again, football opinions on football matters are always debatable. It is subjective, right? But when there are some obvious like things that it only takes the eye test for you to judge, right? You can see these things, you can see this play, and you still want to use the fact that because Saf coached in a different era than Pep, or wait, what are we even fucking saying? Pep actually even coached in the same era, started coaching in the same era while Sir Alex Ferguson was actually active. But they want to use the play of, Saf dominantly peaked in a different era than Pep. So obviously his era actually allowed him because to win all those league titles. They always come up with arguments where back then that era defense wasn't as elite as it is. Yeah, sure, football is evolving, it's a game, just like everything in life. Change is constant, it has to change. It has to keep evolving, because that's the only thing. That's the only way we, the fans, even the players, anyone involved in football, actually love football, because of the constant change. You understand? So that's it for today. That's enough of my rambling, enough of my waffling. I would like to hear your thought on this. Do you think that era argument is justifiable in football discussions? Like, anytime football discussions are being made, do you think the point of different eras, like using different eras to compare, you can say, oh, because Pele played in a different era than Ronaldo and Messi, means that, oh, okay, maybe Pele is the greatest ever football player there is, or Maradona, like, or Roberto Baggio, all these kind of players that just keep mentioned. But because they played in different eras, there's always the argument of, oh, in that era, that's why they're that good, or they're in this era, that's why they're this bad, or something like that. So I would like to hear your thought on this. Is the era argument justifiable in football discussions? I'd like to hear your thoughts. So I'll see you in the next one, and let me know if you want me to start doing videos like this. Maybe I even should start doing videos like this. I like having football discussions with you guys. See you in the next one. Peace.